Tarot is for fun and entertainment purposes only. Timestamps included in the video for your convenience. Please do like, share, hit the notification bell, and feel free to comment. I'll see you on the other side. Please enjoy. Well, hello, my beautiful, beautiful people. I hope you are all doing very, very well today. Thank you for all the views and everything. Thanks for all the likes. Thanks for all the subscribes. I really appreciate it. And if you're a new subscriber here to the channel, to the Southern Star Tarot channel, very, very, very welcome. And I hope we are going to see you around for some time. Then I've looked at some of the stats, and I've noticed that some videos are reaching far more people than what we have subscribers. So please do us a favor and just hit that little subscribe button and hit that notification bell so it is set on all, because it really helps the algorithm and it helps to get this channel spread far and wide, and get the word out, get the message out, get whatever out, and just get some entertainment out at the same time. Because it's lovely talking to you guys. It's lovely being a part of this community. It gives me something to look forward to every single day. And, thank you very much for that. And, then I have put a little short out. If you have not seen it, I have been toying with the idea, and I'm going to be doing a podcast. It might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I think it might find resonance with some people out there, and it might not find resonance with some people out there, or it might just enlighten people or just expand people's take on things in life. And what brought this really about is I have been sitting with it in the back of my head for some time, going way back to when I did the video on soul families. And then of late when I did the live where we discussed dark souls, etc., as well. And what has now really brought this to the front, and it is just amazing how my guides sometimes push me in a direction. And the recent video I did about the July prediction for King Charles, which has reached, I think, over 5,000 views already. Thank you for that, for a start. But a lot of the comments that I've read, I haven't responded to a lot of the comments yet. I'm still reading through them. And I thought this might be a way to respond to most of those comments, is that I'm going to be doing a podcast. I've already got 5 episodes planned on this. And this is going to be from a factual, researched, life experience, personal takes, and discussions I have had with friends and family over the years about, and please note the words that I am going to be using next, so that nobody jumps down my throat and says that I'm X, Y, and Z. I am going to be looking at religion, but in the sense from organized religion. The dogma, the controls, the institutions, the governing bodies, the hierophant point of view. And I am going to be incorporating some of the major arcanas into that podcast. Episode 1 is, I've just done the final touches on it, is ready to be filmed. Okay, so I still don't know exactly how I'm going to do it, but the idea is that I will be filming it, but there will most probably be still images or still screens or something like that that runs through it, so that you don't have to sit and watch something, that you can just listen to it. As you all know, and as I've said many a times before, I am very new to this, and I'm not a technophobe, and I'm not a complete and utter imbecile when it comes to technology, but there's certain things that I am not 100% a fay with. So I've got to work my way through things, and I've got to work my magic, if I can put it that way, to try and figure certain things out. And sometimes it takes a little bit of time for me to get it right, and the first once or twice might not be 100%, but then I eventually sort of get to that point where I get it right. So I'm going to go ahead with it, and I am going to be digging into organized religion, the divisions it causes, the upheaval it causes, and how far removed organized religion is actually from what religion is supposed to be, what spirituality and enlightenment and light is supposed to be, because it is all man-made things. But let me not get into it now. I hope you guys will join me for it, and I hope you guys will enjoy it. Yes, as I said, it might not be everybody's cup of tea, but in life, I sometimes, I'm just using a program, for example. There's a program that I recently watched, and the first 2 or 3 episodes, or the first episode ever, I thought, oh, it's going to be boring as anything. And then I started watching it, and then the next minute I started realizing, oh, I'm actually enjoying this. And it was something completely out of what I normally would watch, or something that I would normally just click on for watching. But I pushed my horizons. I introduced myself to something new, and that is hopefully what I can do here. Is I can introduce people to something new, or just looking at it from a different perspective, looking at it from a different viewpoint, being like the hermit, standing on top of the mountain and looking down and shining a light onto something new, becoming a sage, getting our heads like an ostrich out of the sand and see what is actually going on in the world, because it's so easy to push our heads into the sand and think that the world don't see us, and the world is just going past us. But like with an ostrich, if they put their head in the sand and you see their heads stuck in the sand, and you just see this big bum and these tall legs sticking out behind, people laugh. And that's where the saying comes from. Because it is quite a sight to see an ostrich with its head down, or looks like it's buried in the sand. Because you just see leg and ass. And I don't want us to be like that. I want us to be able to look majestic like an ostrich, with our feathers plumed out, our feathers spread, our heads held high, and taking a trot and a stump and whatever. And as we all, and I don't know if all of you know, but an ostrich has got a very, very deadly kick. And if we need to kick, we need to kick. So there we go. That's it from me. And let's get into it. Thanks for giving me your first few minutes here. I know I've gone on a little bit long with this, but yeah, let's get into this. And I want to know, and this is also from some reporting and stuff that I'm seeing again about Catherine's health and yada yada yada. But I see she's just completed 3 peaks or whatever else without a huff and a puff, or whatever the case might be. So I just want to find out from the cards, is Catherine okay? Is she really okay? Is she still on the mend? What is going on with the Princess of Wales? And wait till the end. I've got a little bit of a shout out at the end here. and a little comment that I want to make right at the end. So do stick around. Catherine, Princess of Wales, what's going on? Oh, she is the... Look at that card that I just pulled out. Look what I've just pulled out. She's a shining star. She's on show. She is on top of the world. She's ready for the next step. She's ready for the next move. Moving from 9 to 10. New beginnings. And look here what's underneath there. She is coming out from the cold. And she is looking towards the future. She is looking towards the future. Because I think in the reading I did about the July prediction for William and Catherine, I did sort of touch upon it that I think she is either off medication or on something new or something in those lines. But let's continue reading. And I'm going to leave these on the table. I'm going to leave these on the table. Normally I would put them back into the packet. Oh, these cards are ready. Normally I would leave them inside. Mix them back in, but I'm going to leave that on the table because I think a lot of you out there have been very concerned. They are definitely ready. They are definitely ready. A lot of you are concerned about the fact that there's been reports that she's not well and and everything else. And no. So there is a little message, and I'm going to move them aside so we can get the rest of the spread out. Let's just see how we do that. I'll move them there so we can still look at them. What's going on with Catherine, Princess of Wales? Oh, look there. Let's do that. Sorry. YouTube and their rules. The star, the sun, she's shining. Ah, Knight of Cups in reverse. Oh, look there. Okay. Just look how beautifully this has turned out. She's got a second chance. But she is basically released. She's released everything and given it to a higher power. She is now coming out of isolation because look here, look at these three sarcophagi. She's come literally out of isolation. And here, if you have a look here, it is joyous, it is happy, it is surrendering. I'm so glad and thank you very much. And I heard your trumpet call and thank you for the second chance. And I don't know if you guys have ever noticed in this card. Let me do this. I don't know if anybody has ever noticed in this card. Right there. You see that? You see that little light there? That little dot there? That to me is the light at the end of the tunnel. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. After we have climbed over mountains. And that is also telling me that we don't have to climb over that mountain. We've got a pathway just straight through it. Our battles are over. Our battles are over. And if you look here on this side here, there's one too. It tells us that you've got a straight path looking forward, moving forward without any problems. Just wanted to point you into that direction. And here's the sun. She is joyful. She is happy. She's looking forward to summer. She is really looking forward to summer. But as I always say, there's a little red flag there. I think she must just watch her energy. She must just watch her energy levels, and she must keep her walls up. She mustn't let out too much. She must still keep her guard up, because as many of you might know, I've had family that have had cancer and everything else. You know people that have had cancer. and treatments, you always have to be on guard. But at this point in time, there's nothing cups here. It is just, there's nothing to present. This is almost telling me that there's nothing nefarious at the moment. And then I know, yes, these people that are saying, well, neither Catherine nor William has ever come out and declared that she's cancer-free or blah, 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 and, you know, all that rubbish. Why do they have to? Why do they have to feed into the narrative? Because in my opinion, you are never really cancer-free. You are in remission. You can stay in remission for the rest of your life, or it can come back. But there's nothing to report. Yeah, they're in agreement. Catherine and William are, they're doing absolutely, absolutely great. William is her fire. She is still carrying the baggage of the snake. It's like almost a poison pill that is still sitting there. But they're blessed. The sun is shining on them. And she is bearing the fruits of what she's been through. Here's the 7 of Wands in reverse. She's got nothing to defend. And that card is just so beautiful for me, because upright is, she's still defending. She's still fighting against it. But it's the 7 here is telling me, and you know what? In that William July read, the Wales July reading, I said I'm almost sure that she is going to be going off some medications or something. And look here, 7. We've just moved into the 7th month. We've just moved into the 7th month. So is she now off whatever, I don't know what cancer she has, I don't know what medication she's taking, whatever. But it looks like she's okay. She's got nothing to defend. 2 of Cups. Upright. Oh, there we go. Hold on. Okay. Don't stress about this 9 of Swords. I'll tell you now. Sorry for the runny nose. I've still got a little bit of a runny nose, and it's now sort of all sitting post-nasally. And I'll try not to snort, but sometimes when I just breathe, it just happens. And then when you blow, nothing is wanting to come out, and then nothing is wanting to go back. But it's getting better. The 2 of Cups here. Her and her doctors are in agreement that things are okay. Look at the medical sign there. They've almost come to an agreement about stuff. And then the 7 of Cups here. They've... Look at the 7 and the 7 there. That's interesting. 14-5, yeah. She's on the pivot. So if you take 7 and 7, it's 14. And 1 plus 4 is 5. And 5 makes it the pivotal moment where you need to make a choice and you need to go out on your own and you need to move forward. Be creative. Don't stagnate. That's the message that I'm sort of getting here. But she's got a whole life in front of her, is what the 7 of Cups are telling me. She's got a whole life in front of her. And she is busy directing things, and she is pushing in certain directions. She might be looking at 7 different new charities or something. But the 9 of Swords, there will always be a worry. And I think it's more William worried about her than her being worried. And it's almost like they are worried that they've constantly got to defend themselves and their decisions and their choices and everything. And it's almost like, I always get the feeling of like, when she wakes up in the morning and she is almost sort of like saying like, what must I do now? How must I be on my best now? How must I make it look better that people don't ask questions? So that I don't get attacked again. I think on a mental level, what happened in the media, coming from across the water pond, on the west coast of America. And listen, I said the west coast of America for legal reasons. America is a big continent. She's worried. She's still worried about attacks there. I think she's almost got like a little bit of a, I don't want to say PTSD, but something like that. But I think, but look here how the head is sitting more towards the male side. And I think she might be a little bit worried about William and the stress that he's under. I'm just wondering if she's not a little bit worried about that. Oh, look there, the Six of Wands. Yeah, okay. Six of Wands upright. She's victorious. She has beat this round. She's beat this round. This moon card here, everything else that we are hearing out there are just distractions and illusions and delusions that is being spun. And it's not illusions from their side, but they are going to shine a light on it. And I think that is why there's a little bit of a worry about all the rubbish that is coming out from mainstream. New beginnings, new opportunities. She might have moved on to something a little bit more gentler on stuff, but I do think that she will be on some sort of medication for, I think, maybe the rest of her life. It might be something to do with hormones. I don't know why that's just come to me. The moonflower. Something that, you know, I think she might still be on something, but it is something that just uplifts her, that keeps her garden intact, that feeds her garden. Maybe vitamin supplements, maybe something in those lines. That's sort of what I'm getting here. It is to maintain what they've achieved. To maintain. What's lying underneath? Oh, look at all the beautiful, look there, new opportunities. Look there. Everything is on track. Everything is on track. Look there. Everything is on track. And she's beaten it. She's tamed that beast. They are so happy and they are so joyous. And everything, and there's William as well, but this card is like everything is on track with their medication. Every single thing is on track with her medication. There she is. There's the Empress. There we go. There's the legacy family. But she's got to be sparing. She's got to stay very well balanced. She mustn't give too much of herself. The public demands too much from her. They're all begging for bits and bits and bits, but she's got to keep things very, very balanced. And there she is. She's back on track. The Wheel of Fortune. In that Wales reading, this also came up. So this in this reading is actually making sense. It's actually making sense. She's won. This is her 3 Peaks thing. The accolades that she got for 3 Peaks. And other accolades that's coming her way. And was that her way of telling us that she has beaten this? Was that her message? Wow. Wow, wow. But she's not celebrating it. She's not celebrating it because she feels, why do I need to celebrate it? Why must I make a spectacle of it? Why must I put myself out there and make a spectacle about it? Because there's no need for me to make a spectacle of this. Let it just be. Let it just be. Nobody needs to know. Nobody needs to jump through the hoops. But as we said, this very first card came out. And then this. She's coming out of the cold. And she's looking towards the future. Look, everything there, how it goes that way. They're looking to the future. Thank you very much, my friends, for being part of this. And yes, please like, share, subscribe. And I so wish we had the hype button here in New Zealand, but unfortunately we don't, so I can't say hype the video. And now after this beautiful reading, I am going to be digging into something else. And it was something that was said on a show on YouTube about Megan, and we know the whole skin tone kerfuffle that is going on there with the skin tone kerfuffle, and I'm going to be asking the cards a certain question about that, because she flip-flops, but there's something underlying, and I'm going to be asking the dark fantasy about that. So I'll see you in that reading, and I hope this was a nice little positive reading. And then one thing, sorry, just one thing. I know I'm going on too long here. I cannot find it now. I nearly forgot about it. I had a viewer that had a birthday yesterday, and I saw the comment last night, and I screenshotted it, but it's sitting on this device that I am recording from, so I can't get to that screenshot without interfering. I'll see if I can find a name, and I'll pop a name on the screen here. And that's the announcement that I wanted to make at the end, and I nearly forgot about it. I got so engrossed in that reading. I want to just wish you a very, very happy birthday, and you asked if I could pull you a birthday card, and I'm going to pull you a birthday card, and that one fell out. Commitment, loyalty, responsibility, truth, love, light, spiritual realm, growth, situation. Applying honesty and light daily is a fast track to creating a peaceful and meaningful life. It's how you find solutions and comfort. Release worries by speaking your truth and expressing emotions regularly. Open up, the best is yet to come. Very, very happy birthday, and I hope this message resonates with you. Let's see if I can put another. Oh, look here. I just love it. Look at the reversal here. Just love it. New beginnings. And on a birthday, a birth year, a birthday, it's a new beginning. Great chance, opportunity, courage, accomplishment, endings, conclusions, big love. Ooh. Look out for an opportunity that might be a game changer. You are completing something major. It feels good to level up. Huh? Doesn't it? Close the old chapter. A new adventure will unravel. And how it is, we always close a chapter of our lives when we exit one life here and we move into the next life here. Take everything. Oh, that wanted to readjustment. That's strange that just jumped out. Overcoming obstacles, soulmates, romance, affection, support, and comfort. Your level of self-control is significant to making things right. On the horizon is the possibility of beginning a new romantic or platonic friendship, as well as a chance to begin life anew with a person from one's past. Everything will fall to pieces. Everything will fall to pieces. So what this is telling me is all the old things, all the old bits and bobs that were there in life will fall apart. There is a new beginning. Build on a new beginning. There's something new coming. Anything that has happened in your last year that was negative is going to fall to pieces. You are going to be having an amazing, amazing new life year. So that is all from me, my friends. Speak to you all soon. Love you lots, and thanks for all your support.